Hello, Darcy. Hi, Mackenzie. Are you there, Finley? Hello, Henry. I need some help today. I've lost my clownfish. Connie the clownfish has gone missing. Can you help me find her? Where? Where is she? Oh, she's up on the bookshelf. What a naughty fish hiding from me like that. Today, I've got a story about a naughty man, and his name is Mr. McGee. Have you ever heard any stories before about Mr. McGee? I think you probably have. This one's called Mr. McGee and the Big Bag of Bread. Mr. McGee stretched out in his bed. He gave a big yawn and then he said, "I don't know what to do today. Shall I stay in bed or go out to play?" And there's Mr. McGee in his bed under the apple tree. "I know what I'll do," he said. "I'll visit the animals at the zoo. I'll pack some bread to take along too." Have you been to the zoo? I think you have. Are you allowed to feed the animals bread? I don't think so. "Do not feed the animals," the notice board said. But Mr. McGee had a big bag of bread and he fed the monkeys. "Ee!" howled Mr. McGee as something hit him suddenly. The monkeys threw the bread back at him. "Do not feed the animals," the notice board said. But Mr. McGee had a big bag of bread. And here's a parrot. "Ee!" howled Mr. McGee as he tried to pull his finger free. The parrot bit his finger. He should not have been feeding those animals. "Do not feed the animals," the notice board said. But Mr. McGee had a big bag of bread. Who's he feeding here? The elephant. "Ee!" howled Mr. McGee as he was hoisted up into a tree. "Do not feed the animals," the notice board said. But Mr. McGee had a big bag of bread. And he's feeding that's right, the giraffe. "Ee!" howled Mr. McGee as into the water, splash, slid he. Now, Mr. McGee had lost all his bread, and this crocodile had not been fed. "Look out, Mr. McGee." "Yow!" howled Mr. McGee. Crocodile's chasing him. And up he scrambled into his tree. The crocodile glared at him hungrily. There's nothing to eat down here, it said, so it gobbled up the bed instead. Look at Mr. McGee hiding in the apple tree, and the crocodile's eating his bed. Now, poor Mr. McGee sleeps up in his tree and tries to keep warm with his cat on his knee. Do not feed the animals, the notice board said. Oh, how he wishes he'd stayed in his bed. And he doesn't have a bed anymore, does he? Because the crocodile ate it all up. I hope you liked that story about Mr. McGee. None of you would ever be naughty like that, would you? Bye-bye now. And Connie says,